those with a peanut allergy, beware. The FDA is warning. Traces of peanuts not listed on the label have turned up in several shipments of the spice cumin. Although hundreds of products are being pulled from store shelves, officials say people with peanut allergies should avoid cumin in foods that contain the spice. People are advised to check for cumin in seasoning like mixes, soups, chilies, and cooking kits, because just a trace of peanuts could trigger a serious reaction to those who are allergic. Some women with breast cancer are living up to a year longer. What good news is that? All thanks to a combination of 3 breast cancer drugs. The drug cocktail, which combines Herceptin, Perjeta, and standard chemotherapy, targets patients with late-stage HER2-positive breast cancer. In a study of 800 women, this drug combination slowed their tumors and kept them alive an average of 16 months longer than just one of those drugs in chemo alone. These women lived nearly 5 years after their diagnosis, compared to the usual lifespan of 2 or 3 years. Doctors are rushing to make this the new standard of treatment, but it's pretty costly, and it does present a lot of additional side effects. It's a sign of the ever-changing times. Thousands of social media users watched as a woman's life was on the line inside the operating room. A Texas hospital live tweeted a heart transplant operation for the whole world to see. Bianca Castro reports.
Inside one of the most restricted areas of the hospital, doctors performed a heart transplant operation, and all of Twitterverse had a front row seat.
We have been hour by hour, minute by minute, reporting from the operating room.
Dr. Gonzo Gonzalez was the part of the medical team who traded in the scalpel for a smartphone, live tweeting every step of the process, seldom seen by many, from prep in the OR to doctors waiting for the donor heart. And in between updates, all 140 characters or less, video moments of the heart's arrival and even the transfer.
I think people have always a voyeuristic mentality when it comes to these types of procedures, and love to look and see exactly what is it and how is it that we do things.
And the patient willing to let all of this be recorded is a mother in her 30s. The hospital isn't sharing her identity yet, but is sharing messages from her family, like this one from her daughter, which reads, "You let my mom have a second chance at life, and that's amazing for me."
The hospital used the live tweet event to encourage people to become organ donors. According to their latest tweet, there was a nearly 30% increase in the number of people registered to be organ donors in Texas following this event. Still ahead for us tonight, Hutch will have another look at your evening forecast. Stay with us.